Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. This time I'm gonna share more challenges I was facing, also combined with more opportunities they provided me. So I was struggling with the time of dinner. I mentioned last time, I think, it was pretty late, 8 p.m. And then one night I was really hungry, really exhausted, and someone in front of the dining hall said, "Hey Steph." And I was like, hi. I didn't know who it was, but we had emailed before and he had recognized me because, well, I was new and I was white, so I kind of stood out. I would have been too shy to introduce myself, so I was really grateful. It was basically another of those situations, right person came at the right time, because then I could have dinner with him in the Ashram section at 6, and that felt like a lifesaver that night. And yeah, I came here thinking I didn't have so many wants. I learned really early on I had a lot of wants. I wanted to walk, I wanted to explore ashram, I wanted to eat my German food, I wanted to be in a place that I'm familiar with, around people I'm familiar with. Like, you know, I had pain, I had diarrhea, and I barely knew anyone, and it all felt unfamiliar, and I just felt like I couldn't handle everyday life challenges here with that pain. And I didn't realize all I was missing, like my car, or just, you know, swimming in the canal in Augsburg and all of that. So that kind of hit me harder than I thought. But at the same time, I tried to remember knowledge we have in Art of Living. It says, you have everything you need. What you don't have, you don't need. And shall the need arise, it will be given to you. And so I was really trying to hang on to that knowledge. Like, even though I felt like I'm lacking a lot that I needed, I was like, okay, I guess it's just what I want, not what I really need. My mentor in Germany also said, your needs will be taken care of, but maybe not your wants. So that really also kept me going, like trusting, like, okay, this is not perfect right now, I'm really struggling, but this will be fine. I have everything I need, I am taken care of, it will be good. Apparently I do not need a pain-free leg right now to walk on it. So yeah, but obviously that wasn't so easy to adjust to. Also what I reminded was my Taekwondo belt exam. I remembered. I just did my belt exam before coming to India, and it was a pretty big struggle in the beginning of the test. I messed up stuff and it was not going well in my opinion. But at the end, like my grandmaster said, you know, kind of, I broke you first in a sense to then lift you up, and I broke 3 boards in a jump in a row, like 3 times in a row, despite my injured leg. And so I was thinking about it, trying to transfer that to ashram, like, okay, maybe the first time is just, you know, me being down, but once I finish those 3 months, I'll really come out here much stronger than before. So I also kept trying to hold on to that thought. But with all the pain and diarrhea, one night I must have really looked exhausted, and I was. But then some random person started talking to me in front of the dining hall again, and he said exactly all the right things without even knowing me, like, you're in the right place, you wouldn't be here if you don't deserve it, you're good the way you are, you don't have to feel guilty. And I was just mind blown, like, I don't know this person, how do they know everything that's going on inside me? And it was really hard to hold back the tears that night at dinner. Tears of despair, tears of frustration, tears of pain, but also tears of gratitude, and just really going overboard with all kinds of emotions. And with this, like, ups and downs, but also those opposites, right? Like, someone is there right when I need it and I feel taken care of, and at the same time I feel like everything is horrible and a disaster. We have a saying in Art of Living, opposites are complementary to each other. So the challenge for the day is, like, what does this sentence mean in your life? Opposites are complementary to each other. When have you felt opposing emotions, and have you noticed that they all happen inside you? The lows, the highs, and that they can happen at the same time, and that the high does not exclude a low, and the low does not exclude a high. And also that you are not defined by those highs and lows, but that you at the core exist somewhere in between. So yeah, that's the challenge for the day. Reflect on it, meditate on it, and see you next time around. Bye bye!